Welcome, Aries, to a reading for you guys for February 2025. Welcome, welcome. If your moon is in Aries, if your sun is in Aries, if your rising sign is in Aries, you are welcome to be here. If you know someone who's in Aries, this reading is meant to give you a little bit of an overview for the month, see what's coming up for you guys, so you can plan, so you can double down, so you can change plans, see what's going on for you guys. We will get a few oracle cards here, and then we will do a Celtic cross for you guys for the month. So Aries, let's see what we've got going on. Archetype. This is a fun little deck called Vessle, and we'll get you guys an angel card. What angel wants to be with you, give you guidance, show you the way here in February. Ooh, the outdoors. Well, funny, I just turned that over. Let's start there. The outdoors. Angel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Aries, February is an amazing time for you guys to connect with nature. Even like stepping outside, like if you work a desk job or if you're inside, I'm just getting the sense that like fresh air, like filling your lungs with fresh air, reminding yourself that there's an outside. I'm getting the feeling someone's been cooped up, that there's a real need to just remind yourself, like take off your shoes when you get home and just like put them on something natural. You know, even if you have like a stone walkway, if there's no dirt by your house, or if you have like a yard or a lawn, there's like, just get some immediate connection to nature, even if you can't take a day off to go for a hike or jump in the ocean. But if you can do either of those things, those are going to be really great for you this year. Immediately, as I said, jump in the ocean, I'm noticing this water here as well in the fountain. So any connection to water this month will be really great for you. Just like really reminding yourself in a very tangible way. This is so funny. We'll work backwards for you guys on these cards. Is going to really help expand you. And we'll see how it relates to your Celtic cross for this month. Okay, and release. Amazing. Nature is so amazing in the way that it just like cleanses the body and the nervous system and the mind as well. It's like if you just put yourself in nature, in the woods, in a natural setting, by the beach, and don't take any digital information, like just sit there. Even if you're bored all day, I guarantee you will come back refreshed, feeling good, feeling inspired, feeling rejuvenated. There is something about being in nature that calms and refines our nervous system and brings us back to who we really are, which is infused with the universe, which is calm, which is resourced. That's the word I was looking for. So perhaps this is a month, Aries, where you could really benefit from giving up an old habit if you're trying to stop smoking, if you're trying to just drink more water, if you're trying to kick, I don't know, maybe you eat too many bananas. It doesn't have to be so extreme, right? But maybe there's like a real fine tuning that you can do here that's going to help you through the month of February and into the rest of the year. All right. What archetype card do you have? The Village. This is really sweet. I love the Village card. The Village card is about being resourced. So how is your community holding you, and how are they holding you back? Where do you need to grow, and where do you need to lean into resources from the people around you? The mountain in the back here, there are really big places that you are going, Aries. This is giving like big dreams ahead. You have big things on the horizon for you. You are so looking forward to the manifestations that you've been working on for a really long time. A lot of those are coming true for you guys in this next month. Be ready for those to happen. This could be the time this month that you are really resourcing from the inside out in order to be ready to go outside of the village, of your home, of your community. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you're moving for work this month. There's some kind of like a really big outreach that you're going to do. And before you do, it's time to be resourced from within. It's like before you jump really high, you have to like kneel down before you jump, right? That's what the Village is giving. It's like reach in for family, for friends, feel nestled, feel comforted, feel loved, feel hugged, get rid of whatever's not working for you, release whatever's not working for you. And if you are into speaking with or sourcing specific angels, Angel Jophiel this month is your go-to to call on, to talk to. Angels in general, but especially archangels, are available at each and every moment for any of us to resource. If you talk to angels, or even if you don't, this could be a little angel tutorial. They are energy that is immediately available to anyone and everyone at any time. So anytime you are feeling any kind of way that you would want the support of a specific angel, of all the angels. All you have to do is ask for their support. So that's why I love using these angel cards, because this can give you a specific one to tap into for the month, but it can also just remind you that angels are here consistently, constantly, all of the time, ready to help you out and be here for you. I'm gonna move this over, even though it gives me more light. There's like a glare on this where you can't really see this one. Oops, and I'm gonna go get my clarifying deck really quick. If you've watched these readings at all before, I always use this little Biddy tarot deck to go ahead and do some clarifiers if we want or need as the reading moves forward. I've been loving this deck. So Aries, let's get into it. Let's see what you guys have got going on for the month. Central energy and theme for you guys is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this doubles down on this village message. Aries, this is a really beautiful time for you to pick your head up and look around and see how far you've come. You are clearly in the middle of working on something that's coming to fruition, but it hasn't come quite yet, right? Look at those wings right there in the middle. They're unfurled. The butterfly has like popped out of the chrysalis. The project is in sight, but it could be making you money. It could be setting you up to make you money, or a financial or material gain or wealth or stability. Seven of Pentacles is a project that's bringing you some kind of material gain, but it's not quite at fruition, and you could be a little bit in a waiting game, right? There could be more to do, but you might be having to wait. This could be even like supply chain issues, or just kind of like needing to wait on the next phase that might not be within your control. So this is again kind of like giving this village vibe where it's like, okay, great, you are in the middle of something that's about to expand, about to move forward in ways that you've been working really hard on, but you are in the middle of kind of like a waiting game on someone else's timeline. What's crossing you? Page of Wands. So this card is helping and or holding you back this month as it crosses your main card here. Central theme. This is really sweet. This is new. Okay, so immediately coming to mind, as you are waiting for whatever is coming in for you to move forward on your work here, you could be distracted or supported by new exciting ideas. So this is a very interesting place to be on a manifestation journey, this Seven of Pentacles moment, because if there's something else sparkly that comes along, this could kind of be an excruciating or boring place to be sometimes, either way, right? Like, oh, I'm just waiting for it to move on, or I don't know what's going to happen if I can't do this by X, or I wish it was farther along, or, you know, you're like, you planted the apple tree, it grew, you see the fruits, but they're not ready to pick, and it's just a waiting game. So the Page of Wands is crossing you. This could be amazing new ideas. This could be something new and sparkly, and let's see where the reading leads us, because it could be a distraction, or it could be just the thing that takes you to the next level with your priority, right? Look at this little baby kitten, and look at this incredibly powerful image of this sunburst behind, right? There is so much power here, but the page is a very young energy. It kind of like doesn't know, it's not refined yet. It doesn't have a lot of maturity. So Page of Wands here, kind of keeping you back or moving you forward. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of your reading brings up. Here in the bottom, we have the Five of Wands. This is a great energy. And I love this card. This deck is a little bit new to me. I have been using it, but I haven't been through all of the cards. So I'm seeing some of these for the first time with you guys. And cheetahs. So the Five of Wands is about competition, and it's about competition in a way that hones your abilities. So it is a card about conflict, but it's not necessarily serious conflict. So this one's depicting the Five of Wands with like this band of cheetahs, maybe they're brothers, sisters, siblings, that are kind of like fighting each other, rough and tumbling all over, and they're hot, they're heated. Like, look at how like red they are here. They're full of like ambition, of fire, of like heat as they kind of like rough and tumble, and they're practicing so that they can hunt in the wild and sneak up on each other and hone their skills. So this is in the position for you, Aries, of the subconscious. You're really excited to hone your abilities, and you are welcoming in opportunities to hone your ability to succeed in the future, which could look like conflict. You could be facing things, you could be up for a challenge this month. And this is also a reminder to, like, when this outdoors card came, it's like, sometimes when things can get heated or feel really raw, it can really be helpful to go outdoors and just like calm down, or ground that energy that can feel like very wild or untempered. What else is, wow, really helpful to know for Aries here in the Five of Wands. So Knight of Swords, this is a lot about communication, new ideas coming in, but it could also be about someone else coming into your experience that is talking a lot, that is giving you a lot of ideas, maybe someone that's helping you, but it could also be someone who is like criticizing you. The Knight of Swords is extremely energized in the way that he thinks, communicates, talks, says things, tells you things, and there's not a lot of maturity in how they might hold back. So this could be helping you, but it could also be hurting you, right? This could be the challenge this month, and the subconscious is like, what kind of messages are you telling yourself? Our inner monologue is one of our best indicators for our mental and emotional health. Are you telling yourself amazing things? I'm going to do great. Even through these challenges, I know how to handle it. If I don't, I'm learning. Or are you listening to yourself or someone else who might be tearing you down here? Because however you set yourself up here in the subconscious creates the rest of your reality. So let's see what you are consciously manifesting and aware of this month. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We love a Five of Pentacles in reverse. Well, this is either one of two things. So Five of Pentacles in reverse says you're either really coming out of a time that you felt really down and out. You are really facing poverty. You're facing and overcoming poverty. Or Five of Pentacles in reverse can say that you're stuck in that mentality. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier for that here. Either way, this month, both fives here, Aries, are really are talking about how you are ready to overcome challenges and changes this month. There could be a lot of changes that are prepping you for what's to come. And you are facing down challenges, any kind of financial insecurity you've been thinking of or experiencing, any kind of ways you have felt left out, any kind of ways you have felt like you're not getting enough, or you're not making enough money, or you weren't a part of that friend group, or however you've been feeling left out and down is changing. You are very focused that is not going to be your reality anymore. Yep, injustice in reverse says that it might not feel fair, but it is for your highest good. So if you have felt frustrated about something, justice in reverse says, yep, I want to confirm that that's not fair, but know that this is absolutely for your highest good. And in a way, you're actually asking for it as a challenge to overcome for your greatest manifestation yet, Aries. So let me give you an example. I had a really, really tough time at work a while ago, right? Like worked so hard. I performed and outperformed any and all of my peers. Like my numbers for this particular job were through the roof. And even still, I was bullied at work by my bosses, by a group of people at work who said, you're not doing enough. We don't like the way that you're doing it, even though it was like numerically, factually better than anything else anyone had done. It was obviously so unfair. But what it did was it pushed me to launch into something I never would have done otherwise. I never would have taken the next step in my own business and gone a whole different direction that is so exceptionally more fulfilling than that job ever could be. But had that not happened, had it kind of like gone on and on, without being very specifically unfair and feeling unjust and like just terrible, I might have stayed there for a really long time because of the security and blah, 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 blah. So you are focused this month on seeing that something isn't working out for you and pushing yourself to find what does. Aries, what's happened in the recent past? Let's get a timeline for you. Four of Swords. I love these records on this one. And what is he wearing? It's like some kind of I don't know, he or she came from a medieval painting. And the red of that, wow, it's just like a really dramatic card, actually. The Four of Swords here in the recent past indicates a time where you could have been really exhausted. This looks like burnout to me. This feels like a lot of burnout to me. You needed a lot of like lullabies to like calm yourself. And actually, I mean, I'm joking because of the records there, but actually that's very true. The Four of Swords indicates a time where like we can be really burnt out. We have to take time to rest. And sometimes we really have to resource things, people, places, that actually calm our nervous system actively, because it can be hard to take a break when you are in deep Four of Swords territory. So sometime in the recent past here, you were really feeling like you needed a rest or something took you out. Like if you don't rest when the Four of Swords is around, life will take you down. Your body will take you down. This is like when we get sick. This is when something comes up. Yeah, interesting. So the sun here. So maybe you were very willingly, maybe you were on a vacation. The sun is a card of happiness, clarifying this Four of Swords here. So maybe you were really happily taking time off somehow in the recent past, or you are focusing on your happiness and therefore taking time off to rest and reset in the recent past. And where is this sending you, Aries, as you kind of move through your month? Where are you going? Love this for you. Queen of Cups. I love this for you because we've had Pentacles, Swords, Wands, and now we have Cups. I feel like you're really going to have sort of like this well-rounded experience this month of moving through a lot. You know, you're not very like heavy in one place. You're clearly kind of balanced and like moving through the progression. So as you move forward, Aries, get ready to really experience like an open heart, and an open heart that's allowing of other people to also be included in your love and your nurturing. This could be you, but it could also be someone that you experience in your life coming up into the future. The Queen of Cups is exceptionally intuitive. She's loving. She's naked in this photo, which is just an indication of like her vulnerability. She has nothing to hide. She wants to welcome you with open arms. She wants to provide for you. She wants to just wrap you up in a big ball of love and give you a whole lot of whatever you'd like in this cup. Let's go ahead and see what clarifier here would be helpful for Aries. What's coming up for Aries here in the future? There you go. Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is great. So it kind of feels like you get to take your guard down. The Queen of Wands is one of my favorite characters actually in the tarot. She's like so confident. She's like the life of the party. She's the party girl. She's like very magnetic. She knows what to say. She's always well dressed. She always has this like cat with her here. And so it's kind of like, isn't it a relief when you don't have to be the cool kid? Isn't it a relief when you don't have to like pretend, or you don't have to like get dressed, or like you don't have to put on your makeup, or you don't have to make an effort to just be who you are? There's going to be this feeling coming into the future where you just get to be held. And whether that's by yourself or whether that's by someone who comes in and just picks you up and loves you so hard, Aries, I'm so excited about this for you. I can feel it in my body. It's just this like, this like relief. And that often comes when we like give up, you know, when there's this like moment in the past here with the Four of Swords where you really just have to like take a break. It's sending you in this trajectory where you can just like actively let go and just relax into this warm lap of like love for you. So how are you feeling about all of this as you go through this process? The Three of Wands, girl, you are so ready. You're so ready for whatever is going on here. You're ready for this. You're ready for the opportunities. You're like stoked about it. You are sitting here just prepped and ready for whatever is coming your way. So I hope that any of these messages are helpful in helping you open these doors. The Three of Wands is like you are just standing at the beach with your surfboard ready for like the next wave to come in. You're in the lineup. You paddled out. You're just like ready for the wave. You've trained. You're stoked. So you're like, yeah, I know all of this. I know I've been calling in all of the hurdles, and I know that I'm facing down some of my biggest fears about finances or where I don't fit in or how I want a new relationship. And I know I've rested really well for it, and I'm so stoked about what's coming for me. So I love seeing this here for you. It really speaks to a lot of confidence. And what's in your environment this month? Justice. This is so fab. This is you getting yours. Aries, this is karma coming to you. This is contracts working out. This is karmic debts being paid. This is wrongs being righted. This is you getting yours in whatever way hasn't been fair to you. And I love this because you're very clear that some things have not felt fair. So in your environment, people, places, things around you this month, Aries, might feel or demonstrate how much you are receiving back what you've really worked for and don't feel like you've received yet, right? So again, with that work situation, in that example, maybe when I left, this could look like them sending me another check in the mail or something, right? Like the environment around you in February is really showing you that karmic debts are righted and being paid to you this month. So look out for that. Hopes, fears for this month. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You could be afraid or kind of nervous about who you have to give up or what kind of like teamwork, what kind of projects you might have to leave behind in order to move forward. So you could be, again, it's coming to like this release in the Village card, right? The Village card is very like comforting. It's comforting to be at home. It's comforting to like know who your community is and your family is. And when we move outside of that to venture into like new territory and like climb new mountains, we don't necessarily come back and jive with the same people. We don't necessarily want to work with the same people that we did before. And that's what this is speaking to. There's a little bit of like, okay, as I move forward, I'm a little trepidatious about like who I'm working with and who am I building things with. And I might have to let go of friendships or partnerships that aren't working in order to build my next piece of life. Let's go ahead and just get like a clarifier for that for you. The Hermit in reverse. So this is just saying, come on out of hiding, like really be your true self. The antidote to that is to really just be truly who you are. Shine your light so brightly. Do not is like steal away in a cave to try and do it all by yourself. Your answers will be with other people and you will find them the more that you are fully, truly who you are without hiding your light. And culmination, all of this is ending for you, or King of Wands in reverse. Ooh, okay, we're gonna get a clarifier for this. So again, King of Wands in reverse is like a very, it's a very intimidating character. King of Wands is full of fire, full of fire, extremely confident. He also wants to like show other people how to do things. When he's in reverse, it can be on one of either two spectrums, right? So it's an overplay. It could be power plays. It can be someone that wants to like hold you down. And I'm not really seeing or feeling this for you. The other thing is that's coming through is that you don't have to be a powerhouse in order to get things done, right? So this could be an indication that you might be challenged again with like a challenging authority figure. But what I'm really picking up for you, Aries, is that, you know, you, Aries, as an archetype are the King of Wands, right? So this is you just like fiery at your best, but sometimes it can be overpowering and too fiery for the task at hand, right? Like sometimes we need like a little less fire, a little more water, a little less like war, a little bit more peace. And so in a way, as we culminate this reading, it's really saying like, check the underbelly of your personality this month. And by underbelly, I mean like the softness, your vulnerability. Coming into your future, you're coming into this experience of being like very held in a very vulnerable, emotionally open way. And both of these can't really exist at the same time. You can't have like the God of War, like charging ahead, like in the boardroom, like, all right, great, and we're gonna like make all these changes and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that and everyone gets $10,000. Like, you know, that's a little bit of the King of Wands energy, right? Like full charge ahead, confident in knowing all of the ways, confident that we're making so much money and we're gonna give everyone all the money, right? Like there's so much confidence with the King of Wands. To really come into this future experience of vulnerability and of connection and of love, we have to calm this. So it doesn't mean that the light goes out. It just is like, what is the calmer side? How can you be the fire in the hearth that warms the house versus the bonfire outside that rages for the party, right? So I feel like this is really indicating like a learning that you're doing this month, Aries, of like how to really shine your brightest. Oh, it's so beautiful, actually. Like I feel it in my body. You're like maturing through this entire month. Your journey is so much about opening to new possibilities, continuing to build on what you've already like come so far about, releasing anything that doesn't work for you and trusting that you're going to find the right people to do that. The world is really coming to your aid. The universe is really saying like, don't worry, I've got you. All these different pieces that you didn't think that you had or that you lost or you felt were really unfair, we're bringing that back to you. And you're so ready for it. And it's going to be this like maturation. You're really going to feel matured and also just so loved here in the future. I'm just feeling that so hard for you. These are the ways to get there the fastest. Be in the outdoors, ground this month, Aries, and also just let go of anything that you know is toxic for you. Could be big something, could be little something, and play with timing on when and how you seek comfort from those you love and how you need to get out and challenge yourself. And I hope you have an incredible February.